Howdy everybody, my name is Agent Spectar and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be returning to the mansion renovation. This is a regular woodland mansion in 1.21.5, that's a lot. This is just plain vanilla, this is how I like to do it. I might do a second one how I really want to do it, but I'm sticking with the original template of the woodland mansion with a few changes. Today we are going to be putting down glowstone in definitely at least the first floor on camera. Maybe all of them. I haven't decided yet. So let's go. So the reason I do that is because eventually I will cover it with this red carpet. I think it gives it a fancy vibe. And we're going to be using our favorite vanilla command, the /fill command. So I'm going to run all the way down here. And just do this. Looks like we've got a really long hallway, so I don't know if it'll do it all. There is a block limit to how much the fill command will run. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Again, you can use whatever you like. I just grabbed a glowstone because we were using that on the outside of the building. Yeah. If you are new or need a refresher, like I said, we're just going to keep most of the original layout, maybe tweak it here and there. So I will be following a lot of the current design choices for the mansion, like how the hallways are laid out. We will do different lighting once we start going through the rooms. So stay tuned for that whenever that comes out. Might be a while. Let's actually just move this out of our hotbar. And the main reason for all the lighting, especially here in the hallway, is if you were to do this in survival, obviously that helps keep the definitely hostile mobs, down, or the chances down. All right, we've completed the first floor, and I don't think I'll do the second and third floors on camera. Well, I might, because there's this. So if you don't know, there's always this main stair, and then somewhere on the second floor is a second stair system. Not this. Where did it go? There's a hole. Oh, cool. A map room. Nice. It's been so long since I filmed this. And I was just like, we're just going to jump into this. So if I said something in the last video that you remember that I said I was going to do, there's a second map room. A third, oh goodness. Where is the stairwell? There it is. Yeah, this gets really funky. Obviously, the generation works, but if you're gonna fix that, have fun. But yeah, I'll cover that. What I will do is go ahead, and I know I said I was just gonna do glowstone, but that took so little time for the first floor, and it's just gonna repeat on the second and third floors that you don't need to see that. You can take my word for it in future videos. What we are actually going to do, since that took so little time, we're going to take up the carpet and then the birch underneath. So I said that I would keep most of the original layout and design choices. If you haven't already noticed, I do like to make things a little more, give my own spin to things. That's the whole point of this, is to show you. I haven't messed with resin yet. Sorry. Is that, I'm going to do it. You can do it however, but this is how I do it, and I keep in mind survival. I've never done this in survival. I am in creative, if you can't tell already. And we are just going to take all of this up. I messed that up. Can I run that again? Okay. Okay, this is the problem with the carpet and the wood underneath. Is that this is a whole separate layer. If you've dealt with carpet before, you know it gets funky. I swear I can type. There we go. So what we're going to do and I'm not going to have you watch me do this. I love smooth sandstone. If you haven't seen the High State series or the Shadow Kingdom series, you know that I love me some sandstone, especially the smooth variants. This is also really close to birch, and because wooden mansions are very prone to fire, I decided, oh, well, I'll just swap out the floor and most of the walls. Basically, most of the wood is going to get swapped out throughout this whole build. This is more fireproof. If you saw how I built the roof, then you know why there's a few holes, because it's gonna happen. So we're gonna do that, and then you know what? I will actually grab the red carpet just to show you. It gives it a bit of a fancy flair. Yeah, so we're just going to do that throughout all of the floors. This is going to, basically, wherever you see birch in the hallways, that's what's going to happen. Actually, I've done this once before. Let me see. I've done this like cross pattern or whatever before. And it looked great, but it was annoying to calculate. I think I might keep that just to break it up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do this. That's even-ish. The biggest problem I was running into is that it wasn't completely even. But I think this is symmetrical. Which is, you know, if you're going to do anything in Minecraft, it at least better be somewhat symmetrical. Or not, you know. One last thing before we go. I will very quickly work on these stairs. So, I hate cobblestone, in case you can't tell. And I've always pictured using the mansion as kind of like a fancy hotel or something like that. So, quartz is the fanciest block. I will throw down some lights. Yes, I have a night vision potion. No, I'm not going to use it. Not right now, at least, because we're putting in the lights. This is not easy to make nice. So. Okay. Let's just save some time. Well, that was brilliant of me. All right. There we go. We're going to follow a very similar outline. Okay, we'll stop there on that bit. I'm sorry if this back and forth is giving you motion sickness. This is just how I work. We can go one more, I think. No. We need to... Yeah. I don't think I've done that little half slab trick before on this. So, yay, that worked. So if I give a lot of ahas, it's because I finally figured out how I wanted to do something, and like I have struggled with it for years, and like it just came to me. So if you're like, I don't see what all the big deal is about, well, it's a big deal for me, and hopefully it helps you with some problem on a different build. This is annoying. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, that was always going to be rough. Maybe. Aha. That works. Yay! Maybe we should keep that. I don't know. Okay. Almost done. Promise. Yeah, I think we will do that. Just to give it some nice refinement. I don't know. I'm just saying words. There we go. Yeah. Don't worry about this. We'll cover it up with something else later. And this bottom side will also get covered up once we replace the rest of the floor. So yeah, I'm going to continue with this whole, I'm going to finish off the hallway just like this, and then we'll do the second and third floors like this. Let me know down in the comments if you want that as an ASMR or just jump and we'll see it in the next video whenever I get around to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a hot minute, but a lot of things have been happening. Don't worry, we're all fine here. Yeah, just thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.